Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to another of our new product intros. I'm really excited today to be joined by Alex from AU Vodka, which is a flavoured premium vodka range that we recently introduced. We haven't had a chance to do much of an introduction for this one, but Alex is going to be at the Untangled event in a couple of weeks' time to show you more about the brand. But I thought it'd be worth sending out one of these videos just to tell you a little bit more about AU Vodka, and so you can get excited about when you see him in a few weeks. So, Alex, hi, welcome thank you for joining me today, and welcome to all of our BPs.
Hi,
Do you want to
Duncan.
just kick off telling
Go
us a
on.
little bit about the brand, and then I think you've got a few slides to show us as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Duncan. First, thank you for anyone who's taken the time to actually listen to this and learn a bit more about AU Vodka that's just been introduced. I'll just kick off with some basic kind of facts around the brand, how it came to fruition, and also what we can kind of offer your amazing venues. So really, overall, it is like an ultra premium vodka brand. It started really from two very young lads in Swansea. And they just started off by kind of visiting a few local bars around the area. The kind of USP on it is the kind of really the gold look of the bottle, because when it does sit on the bar, it does look quite prominent. It does attract a lot of attention from all kinds of demographics. And really, it is something that kind of looks like it is a bit more exotic, but it does come from the British countryside, distilled in Surrey. And when it is distilled, it is put through like gold particles, so it does kind of give you the name of AU Vodka, obviously the chemical symbol for gold. It entered the market in 2015, but kind of really started kicking off in 2019 through kind of lockdown, when people were kind of drinking at home, and they got quite a big kind of brand ambassador behind it as well, which I will tell you a bit more about in a minute. The two founders, Jackson and Charlie, when they founded it, they were 19 and 21. The initial run of 2,000 bottles and quickly grew to 2.4 million sold in 2021. I think today they're actually generating 35,000 bottles a day from the distillery in Surrey. And they do still very much get involved with the business today. Every day they're in the office getting kind of stuck in. One of them is more on the kind of sales side, and one of them is marketing side, so they kind of bounce off each other quite well. Obviously known each other from school as well. Just some financials there as well. Just to show like the mass growth. This is actually a year old. So if you look at the turnover, you see that they went from 700k to 38 million from 20 to 21. And they've just had the results through from 21 to 22 and actually beat projection. I think they got 81 million. But if you look at, I think the main figure that stands out there is the 5,000 plus sales growth rate. And I think their employment growth has gone up to 61 now, but there's a lot of jobs out there that they're kind of looking for to make sure it's correct, seeing as they've grown into over 40 plus countries now as well. So they've got a small team in America, which they're doing a big launch on as well. Just some comparative sales information. So our closest competitors are your Ciroc, Grey Goose and Belvedere. We're around the same price point. So if you're looking to kind of put them on the bar, it is probably around the same kind of single serve as those ones that you already stock. But if you look at us compared to the closest one, which is Ciroc in 9 litre cases, we've almost doubled what they did. That will still be 20 to 21, but I think we've pulled away a bit more than them this year as well. Starting off with the 4 flavours that you have actually listed and available to yourselves. So Pineapple Crush, we actually released about 3 months ago into the market. It really did kind of go quite well, just because pineapple was getting put into your kind of rums and everything like that. So I think they kind of capitalised off the popularity of that flavour. As you can see from the first post on Instagram there, it got nearly 30,000 likes straight away. AU Vodka is the most followed and most searched for alcohol brand in the UK, and second in the world, I believe. One of the good things about AU is that you can mix it with Hall & Woodhouse's very own Rio. The pineapple does go very well with it. It's my go-to drink on the weekend. Moving on to the Blue Raspberry. It has always been kind of like the trademark bestseller. It's the ones that all the kind of nationals do kind of move to stock, and it is stocked in your Tesco. It is getting stocked in Asda, Sainsbury's, is in Harvey Nichols and Selfridges as well. And again, it does go with your pineapple juice, lemonade, Fanta Lemon and Rio as well. Red Cherry is a bit of a different one, because out of all the flavours we got, is the kind of one that pairs with Coke really well. So anyone else for a kind of vodka and Coke, it is just very similar, just having a vodka with a cherry Coke, but that more kind of a premium taste. It's quite sweet, very good with like a Mediterranean tonic. And I like it with Dr. Pepper just because it's a bit more sweet, a bit of a sweet tooth. And then finally, your green watermelon. So it's just a very refreshing and cooling drink. I tend to put it in a lot of mojitos. So yeah, if when I'm at the event, if anyone wants to ask about any cocktails as well, I'll be happy to share some nice simple cocktail serves and maybe some more kind of complicated ones as well. And it also goes with San Pellegrino and Rio too. But yeah, when you pour out the liquid, it is very fluorescent. So just like the kind of cap on the top of the bottles. So when they do line up all together, it does look very aesthetically pleasing kind of thing. And then just finally, just to touch base on any like kind of support we can give you. So if you can see it, we've got pourers, buckets, bar blaze t-shirts, stirring spoons, and glassware. But we also offer some extended stuff as well for kind of people that go for a lot more volume and want to work a lot more closer with us, which is something we can talk about at the event. But other than that, yeah, in terms of support, is the kind of POS that does kind of drive it. Because as you can imagine, if you make a little display on the bar, it does drive a lot of attention to the brand, and people that don't know about the brand maybe want to try it. But you will get a lot of your staff, I'd imagine, that do recognise the brand already and will want to push it just because of the kind of popularity and the kind of drag on social media it's had at the moment. Other than that, that's pretty much it for now.
Great, thanks, Alex. This is, like you said, this is a real brand that's in real growth at the moment. You know, I followed you on Facebook a while ago, and I'm constantly seeing posts from you guys on Facebook talking about AU Vodka. So this is one of the brands that's really up and coming at the moment, and I think you're putting a lot of support behind it for us as well in terms of the POS that's available. Then the product's got some really good brand ambassadors. I think you touched on those at the start as well, but do you want to just list off a few of the people that are the brand ambassadors for AU Vodka as well?
Yeah, sure. So their main one is Charlie Sloth. So he's a world-renowned music DJ. He started off in Radio 1 Extra, kind of was there for quite a few years, did Fire in the Booth, which kind of was this show that he did on Radio 1 where a lot of really up-and-coming rappers and music artists came in and got big from him. So people like Stormzy, people like Fredo came in and like he kind of drove their career from there. And then obviously that means he's got all these contacts that he's kind of brought in as well. But in Brazil, we've got Ronaldinho pushing the brand. In America, we've got Floyd Mayweather pushing that brand. Spain, we've got Kid Echo as well. So we've got all these contacts. We actually had Tyson Fury in the office 2 weeks ago, and they were talking about getting the drink involved with his kind of energy drink, which is something down the line they're kind of looking at. But yeah, it's just a fast, their kind of visibility on social media is just growing, because every time we post a picture with one of these brand ambassadors on it, it just gets shared constantly. So we're constantly getting I think when we did the Red Cherry, we released it with Chipmunk, and he got over 1 million hits on the first picture that he released, which really kind of kickstarted that kind of flavour as well.
Great. And I'm really pleased actually, because I recognised at least 3 of those names you said there, so that was good. But I think the point is this is a if you're looking for something to attract a younger demographic into your pub, this is a great product to do that. It's really high profile. When Alex brought this into the brewery to show it to us, some of the team that worked down in our brewery tap instantly recognized it, were well aware of it, and were really excited that this was a product we were going to be starting to stock. So even if you don't recognize all of those names like me, this is a product to definitely look at, and they do look really great on the back bar. The colors are amazing when you pull them out. I mean, they look really great in the pictures, but when you're actually pouring them out, they do look fantastic. And we've not just stuck Rio in there because it's H&W, but we tried it with it, and I've got to say it's a really good drink. So yeah, if you get this in, try it with Rio, because it's a really great drink, and it looks pretty cool as the colours change in it as well. So all right, great. I think that's pretty much all of it. Thank you, Alex. Like I said, Alex is going to be joining us at the next Untangled event on the 27th of September. Are you bringing your AU Vodka car as well to that, Alex? So the
the gold AU Mercedes will be down there.
Yeah.
I'll also bring some of the extended POS as well, which really does drag a lot of attention to the drink as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be more than happy to talk with everyone down there.
So well worth coming just to see the car itself. It's pretty special. So okay, great. Well, I'll look forward to trying a few of these again when we see you on the 27th of September. So okay, that's great. Alex, anything else you want to add just before we wrap up?
Nothing really. Just looking forward to see everyone down there. And obviously, touching base on, I know you mentioned about the ambassadors that you maybe not have heard of. They do try and capitalize off trends as well. So I know that they have sent out bottles in the past to people like Gordon Ramsay and Louis Theroux as well. So that's probably a bit more recognizable names there for you. Yeah.
I'm sure there's more up to date people than me that would recognize all of those. But yeah, all right, great. Thanks very much, Alex.
Thank you, mate. Bye.